We just step in their necks, constantly abuse them.
Peace, 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 peace. Peace to everybody that's tapping in right now. We are letting that clock work, letting those notifications go out. This is Pat Talk number 21, family. We will be getting cranked up very shortly. Tragically mulattoed. Mental illness are just a casualty of jungle fever. We're going to talk about it today.
I'm Miller King. Secure the tribe. Flag of Black America, got me sipping double cup. Flag of Black America, where I learned to run them bands up. Flag of Black America, granny house playing Sega. Flag of Black America, outside, no cable. Flag of Black America, got me sipping double cup. Flag of Black America, where I learned to run them bands up. Flag of Black America, granny house playing Sega. Flag of Black America, outside, no cable. We made it all, this road we paved it all. Generational wealth, if we ever fall. Rewriting laws, speaking in city halls. Step of praying to get picked up like collect calls. I was picked up in Austin in case they set it off. We did it without Ciroc, meet you like what they doing with all them Glocks. I ain't vote for rock, so unorthodox. I get out of all your boxes like a locksmith. How you pro-black but your wife mixed? Everything black, black excellence. Big contracts, I don't need the grift. We built the White House, made America what it is. Chain like a lighthouse, parking lot of car show. Rain and it's hot out, outside they don't go. Ain't nobody met Jason Black, where's Waldo? Reparations now, give me all the dough. Flag of Black America, got me sipping double cup. Flag of Black America, where I learned to run them bands up. Flag of Black America, granny house playing Sega. Flag of Black America, outside, no cable.
Peace, peace, peace to the family, peace. I'm going to be dropping that link shortly, family. We're going through it real quick, but if you're hearing this track for the first time, that's my guy, Malachi, aka my man Nell, with the Flag of Black America track. We're going to be cranking this thing up. Tragically Mulatto or Jungle Fever. Casualty. We talk about it. Let's let that clock work, y'all. Let those notifications go out.
I'd rather get shot than listen to Stepper. That nigga trash, I'll be happy when his verse stop. Fuck black at it in his voice box. Niggas don't mean what they say like a pocket dial. We did pull-ups and a few niggas pulled out. It's all gravy though, we still did numbers. All they did was wake up beast up from his slumber. 28 states call that work done. From Florida to LA, like Kendrick Nunn. Flag of Black America, got me sipping double cup. Flag of Black America, where I learned to run them bands up. Flag of Black America, granny house playing Sega. Flag of Black America, outside, no cable. Flag of Black America, got me sipping double cup. Flag of Black America, where I learned to run them bands up. Flag of Black America, granny house playing Sega. Flag of Black America, outside,
yes, indeed.
no
Yes,
cable.
indeed. Peace, peace, peace. We letting that clock work, family. Those notifications are going out. We're going to get into it a little soon. Well, very shortly, family. Just letting those notifications go out.
Yeah. It's entertainment. Harlem World. I'm the legend from the hut. Hey, ma. How you? I am that dude. You are so cute. Oh, it's lit. We knew. Talk to me. Hey, ma. How you? I am that dude. You are so cute. Oh, it's lit. We knew. Talk to me. Pulled up to the club. I'm talking to La Marina. My cousin Chucky Black is wavy. He in the Beamer. Mommy looking good. She see me. She with the peoples.
Peace, peace, peace. I see the family sliding in slowly. I see we letting those notifications go out, family. The fellas will be in here with us shortly. We got the fellas on deck today. I sent it all to the family, so they will be getting in here. At Talk number 21. It goes down in less than 3 minutes.
I'm in the tropics, beaches of Martinique. I really get to a bag. I practice on what I preach. Life is really a beach. I'ma have it my way. I own the sand and the beach, cause I'm really that way. Hey, ma.
Yes, indeed, family. We're getting cranked up very shortly. Less than a minute and a half, and we are lighting this thing up. If you're tapping in for the first time, make sure you go ahead and sound off in that chat. Let me know where you're coming from. If you're the day one type of time, sound off in that chat. Let me know what it is for the cook up today, family. Less than 1 minute to go, and we get it going, family. We get it going. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Peace, peace, peace. Tragically mulattoed in the mug, family. Tragically mulattoed. We're going to be cranking this thing up shortly. Peace, peace, peace.
Let him cook. Let him cook now. Let him cook. I said let him cook.
But he was the chef up north.
Peace, 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 family. Salute to everybody that's tapped in with us today for Pack Talk number 21, ladies and gentlemen. Today's conversation, we keeping it tragically mulatto, but if you didn't know, and it's your first time here, you are tapped into On Their Next podcast, joining the Angry Black Man's Book Club for Pack Talk number 21. Today's program is brought to you by Bloodline Films, From the Soil, Black American docu-series where we travel all around the country, highlighting the grassroots advocates, culture, and cuisine on our way to reparative justice, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, your meal is definitely going to be cooked up out of the community kitchen. You better believe that. Drake, is his biracial background the cause of what some are saying is the reason for his mental illness? So some people are saying that Drake's conduct is because he's got a mixed background. And I want to dig into that a touch, family, to see what are really some of the contributing factors to the mental breakdown for the biracials. Jungle Fever ain't really popping like it used to. We're going to get into it, family. We're going to take a small commercial break and we'll be right back after this. This is On Their Next podcast. I'm Chef C from New Jersey. Keep it locked with us, family.
Yep. Okay. You already know. You already know what it is. It's your boy Jock. Hold up, Griff. Y'all ready? I don't think y'all ready. Hey, Griff, bring in the cats. Yes. Oh. Yes. Oh. 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 Yes. Oh. Yes.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. If you ain't know what that is a little sneak preview clip of Bloodline Films From the Soil, season number 2. Y'all, season number 2. And we're excited, man, because we're going to be bringing that out. We're going to be rolling that out to y'all very shortly, family. That is an absolute fact. So salute to everybody, man, that came up in here. Salute to the family. Let me go to the chat right now. Y'all already know how I get busy. I got to see what cooks done checked into the community kitchen. So let's go ahead and see what family is in here for the cook up today, ladies and gentlemen. Off top, I already know we got my brother Twiz, the West Coast bully, in the building. Gunshot for Twiz. Y'all already know how I do. Let me see who else is in this motherfucker right now. Let me see who else is in here. My sister Q to the Squales. Peace, Sister Quiet Scales in the building. Salute, Quiet Scales. Salute, sis. Let me see who else is already up in this mug. Let me see. Let me see what type of time. We got Brother Black in the Black, peace to you, Black land in the building, family. Peace. That's right, Black. Hey, it's going down. But before we get to the main course, ladies and gentlemen, It's some wild shit that I've been seeing, man. It's been some wild shit that I've been checking, and some of these feminines are going crazy, family. They going crazy. So I want to share this screen right off the top before we even get all the way into this shit here. Okay. The femmies are going crazy. Wow for the night. I got this clip. Now, I thought the lady was a man. I ain't even gonna hold nobody. There's a lady that I thought was a straight up dude. Let me show you this clip right here. Oh man, she was dead serious too, y'all. Dead serious. So peep this right here. The Femi are out. They protesting. They got some of the strong, manly looking types in the building leading the charge. So check it out, y'all. Look. If you run across this lady, fair use first and foremost. You run across this lady, let me know what's your first reaction. Because I gotta tell you, that butchy type right there, that extra butch, yeah, I ain't gonna try to test my luck. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna try to test my luck. So let's go ahead and play this clip for the family.
My choice! My choice! My choice! My choice!
Oh, hey. Let's be clear. Let's be very clear. There's somebody bending that over. Somebody going into that wide back. And honestly, it looks like a dude undercover, if you ask me. I ain't even gonna hold nobody. But the assertion of it, you know, the authority. Look at the craziness. Look at the eyes. Look at the craziness of this mother.
That's what they call a feminine.
A wacky. But let's play. Look at the people.
My choice! My choice! My choice! My choice!
Dog, you see the arm? Did you see that motherfucking arm wrap around little dude? Let's keep it. Twit, hey, what you gonna do against something like that, Twit?
What could you do? First and foremost, shout out to you, Chef C. Shout out to Pat Talk. Shout out to the brothers when they shot into the room.
Indeed.
On this good day of Thursday, March the 9th. You understand me? Man, that right there, what could you do, dude? You know, she's big, she's chunky, she's healthy. She probably had some porridge and Skittles this morning, and she is raging right now. And if you look how fast she is, she probably ain't had sex since sex had her. So, you know, she's built all the way up right now. And look how pink she is. The pure definition of pigskin. Look, she is angry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, listen, that ain't what you want.
Ain't what you want.
Ain't even for a short time. You don't want that. Some folks gonna say for a long time they can deal with it. But shout out to the Negro.
I don't even think she was Ling Ling.
Negro is
I don't even think she could love Ling Ling.
Hey, yo, I have breaking news, brother, to you. Did you hear about this woman trying to snatch a stud king trying to snatch Kevin Samuel's talking points, family? We need to have a patriarchy council meeting.
How dare you? How motherfucking dare he? Hold on, let me see what the chat's saying real quick. Black Lear, I know some. A lot of them are our light-skinned sisters. Ooh.
Yes.
With the feminine. Let me see what Sister QS saying. I just grabbed popcorn and enjoyed it. Come on, Sister QS. Listen. Hey, brother Negro, have you been in since I played this, or have you seen it in the streets?
No, I saw it since you played it. You got me cracking up right now. This woman looked like the you know Ghostbusters. You know the Pillsbury guy when he blew up. No, not the Slimer, the white one, the white pills, the Pillsbury one. You know what I'm talking about, the Doughboy. She look like that, the Doughboy, the pink version.
I thought she was gonna say she looked like the Michelin Man.
Oh man. Hey, listen. I'm telling you right now, brother Negro, he bodying you. This one gonna get you out the way, Negro. It's over. You gonna have to harpoon this motherfucker right here. You out there in Wells City, you gonna have to harpoon this. Look at the way he wrap his arms around him.
Refrigerator Perry right there.
Either that
Refrigerator Perry right there. She hit you with a clip on.
Look. Peep the arm. Yo. What the fuck?
Yo, she acted like somebody's gonna really bang her. Like let's be real about this. Who's really gonna? I'm just saying, man. I'm not hating. I ain't a handsome brother like that, but still. But the point I'm getting at, who's gonna really? Yo, that brother just stepped on a landmine, or that white guy.
I don't want to think about that. I don't even want to think about that. That looked like a fucking fresh hunt from a motherfucking wild boar hunt. You know what I'm saying? She looked like a fresh kill. I don't think she ready to be skinned and gutty. You understand me? You'd be surprised, brother Negro. You'll be surprised on what niggas will sleep with nowadays. You know what I'm saying? And that's why she's angry right there, because she's soliciting and nobody's paying her no attention. So that's why she is at a rally that don't have shit to do with her talking about my body, my choice. I got a question to ask. Have you ever been pregnant? You know what I'm saying? Looking at that thing right there. You know
my question is, if she cared about her body, she would lose weight. If she cared about her body, her choice, she'd be losing weight, right? She'd be hitting that treadmill. Yo, where's the neighborhood white supremacist to check her? Tell her to hit the treadmill and make this cry some tears and all that. Like we don't need to be on that job. They need to be on their job.
Man, listen, her choice was to get Y back. You understand? That was her choice. So yeah, it was definitely her choice. You know, I'm not going to disrespect her. Let it be all he could be or whatever it can be out there in them streets, man. But this is something I want cats to be aware of, how far some of this stuff is going. You know, you got to also understand that this is not this isn't just a simple occasion. You know that these cats put money behind propaganda. They found the widest back that they can find to put out there and put a microphone or something in front of him. I mean, her, and she's standing 10 toes down with the crazy eye on niggas, talking about her back. I mean, her shit, her choice. Who tickling that? Who's tickling that?
Her back, her choice.
Man, ain't nobody touching that. But you know what? Hold on. Let me stop it.
Hey, brother Chef, you know what I'm happy about? That it's not an overweight sister that they promoted. Yo, keep the fatties on their side of the tracks. That's what they need to do. Keep the fatties on their side of the tracks.
Shout out to Sister Quiet Scales. She said a nigga that's desperate enough and drunk enough will find the inner beauty in this wide back.
Oh man, she's talking about the tax season, brothers. The tax season, brothers.
you know a nigga, you know one of them niggas will be like beauties in the eye of the beholder type of nigga, them type of niggas.
She got a good heart.
You know, they'll come.
Man, that's a tether. That was a tether. He's trying to get a green card.
Well, you know what, bro? I mean, again, we are in a new place where, you know, it's crazy because I have moved somewhere, right? In New Jersey. It's a lot of white girls down here. And
it's snowing out there.
Hoboken, are you near Hoboken? Hoboken got a lot of them out there. Because I know one of my dudes out there, bunny hopping, he was telling me about it back in the day.
Well, I mean, the bunny hop situation down here where I'm at is crazy. And these chicks are aggressive too. They don't even, you know what I mean? It ain't no, listen, bro.
Hey
All
there.
of this,
Hi. How you doing?
all the damsel in distress bullshit, that's a cap.
Mm-hmm.
That has always been a lie. The boogeyman black guy attacking and quote unquote aping a white woman, that's cap, bro. That's absolute cap. So this is why the interest. Listen, the reason why I'm bringing this up, because again, we talking about your boy, the tragically mulatto young man right here.
Oh, piss color. Oh, you talking about little
Tragically
piss color?
mulatto. Now, again, that swag that black cats that we got, that shit get these shorties hot. And honestly, depending on what type of chick it is, a lot of these chicks won't take no for an answer. They'll snatch you up if you want some fly shit. Depending on how you resonating with her. I used to get snatched up by little white chicks all the time, and they got a man. They want to grab my arms and all this shit, and I'm like, hold on, you just told me you had a man, but they can't help themselves. They got no self-control, right? So when you start looking at a lot of these interracial marriages, listen. These chicks be wanting to get their shit blown out.
Mm-hmm.
They just want to get it blown out. Listen, what I've learned over the years, and somebody else can challenge it, but what I've learned over the years, a lot of white shorties have more of a lust kind of relationship with the black man than a black man with a white woman. I'm just here to keep it 100 with cats.
It's an
because
insatiable lust.
It's the domination of it. Even though they are put in a submissive position, that's all it is, a position, right? Physically, but for them throwing that coochie in the air, that's exuding dominance over many black men. So we got to understand. Listen, you got your boy Drake out here, and this is something I wanted to get into. Okay. Now, a lot of folks are taking the mentally ill angle when it comes to Drake and the way he conducts himself. Chasing flying chicks out, flying gutter chicks out, Instagram models out, hollering at little young girls, basically having a little a shorty on layaway until she come of age. Right? Some folks are alleging that he was groped or whatever it is when he was young. I'm saying nah. I'm saying there's a nature, a characteristic that is often present when you get involved with interracial situations, particularly white and black. Simply because we are living in a colorism society. Regardless of how folks want to say, I don't see black, I don't see white, all this other dumb shit, they do. Hence, the mere fact that everybody's trying to lean up on an exotic who has fairer skin. The mere fact that you got white girls who will get. I'm seeing more white girls with ass implants than black shorties. Huh? Lip implants, ass implants. White girl with a BBL? What? Niggas see a white girl with a BBL, they lose their motherfucking mind. Huh? It was Negro. Keep it a buck. Have you ever seen a white girl with a BBL?
Oh, I've seen them with BBLs. I've seen them with double cups, triple cups, all that nonsense. I'm on the college campus. They got them. Yo, some of them out there. Some of them are out there on that pole right now. When I went to ECSU back in the day, right, there was a strip club, gentlemen's club, right next door. I'm gonna say that they got a noisy contingent that attended that strip club right after they got out of class, man. I'm just saying we got it. Hey, it's everywhere. I seen it, brother. It's realism. But like but I look at it that they trying to rob what the black woman already naturally has, you know. But that's where I'm coming from with that. You know, like.
Well, there are a lot of particularly white chicks who are flying themselves out to Atlanta because the illusion, see, a good amount of them don't have a real truth illusion that, it's the black Mecca, all this shit. So they think they can go to Atlanta and get dick down. They might be right, depending on where they go. However, you think
they treating Atlanta
it's a lot right now? It's a lot of Fruity Pebble shit going on out there. A
lot of swashbuckling shit.
A lot of Taste the Rainbow shit popping off in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. So, it's a and then you got a lot of light skins out there. You got a lot of light skins, and it's for me, it's damn near the tragic capital of the world. The tragic mulatto capital of the world. Niggas is out here talking about Ace of Spades and all of this. Yeah. King of Diamonds and all of this. You get a struggle red bone out there. And nigga think he done came up because he done went to Atlanta and caught him a struggle red bone when everybody out there eating grits and double eggs. They all gonna have something on the back. Don't get it twisted. You didn't come up, my man. So now I want to talk about, and this is my thing, which brings me to this. Drake. Some are alluding that he has mental illnesses. He's dealing with an issue as being a mulatto coming up in that household, right? For me, listen, I look at it like this. I think to some degree, knowing that this world is not fair to a biracial, and look at the parents. Parents will say to you, love conquers all. But the world don't see it that way. Right? The world don't see love conquering all. They just say, I love who I love. And then whatever offspring comes out here, they got to deal with what society forces them to deal with. Are these parents the ones reinforcing the generational trauma that comes with being a biracial? Are they being selfish, knowing that this world don't give a shit about none of that? Right? Is it safer for us to stay among ourselves? Because again, there's so many different people coming out saying that, you know what, I've been light-skinned my whole life, girls saying I'm light-skinned, other darker skinned women don't take me serious. They always picked on me. They always tried me because I was light-skinned. Do you blame the kids for picking on you, on that other kid? Or should you blame the parents who knew that, okay, if you put your shit in this white girl or black women lay up with a Peter, that kid is going to be going through some bullshit because you love who you love, or you just had to get dick down or whatever it was. See, these are the situations when we talk about Drake saying, you know what, some of my other black friends, as he said, right?
He don't really black his friends.
Yo, right? Some of those black friends could be tethers. Those are tethers. Those are tethers, man. Those are not black Americans. Like,
especially up in Canada.
remember that brother told him he's not like us. He's not us. So I'm assuming that they're tethers. I think Kendra's telling us what the real is.
Drake is a tether. Drake been a tether. He born in Canada. Drake's a tether. So if his dad is American.
No. What I'm saying, the black. No. You mishearing what I'm saying. I'm saying the black people that he's talking about are tethers too. That's what I'm saying. So every time he talking
the ones in
black, he
Canada.
talking about he ain't talking about no, and the ones that are here in America too, because he cool with them little tether. Like 21 Savage, he a tether. Like, come on now. Like I can pull a rap sheet on some of his boys. They're not from United States.
But you know what, family? Peep this before we go too far into this Drake thing. I want to show y'all something, man, because I want to show y'all something, man. These preachers, they getting pulled up on. Okay? Now I don't know if y'all seen this shit, but the preachers is getting pulled up on. Niggas is down.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Bishop
I saw that
Eddie
one,
Long,
and I thought
it ain't safe for Eddie Long. You understand? It ain't
Ain't
safe
for Brother Earl.
It ain't safe for Bishop Jakes. Huh? And let me tell you something, cats. I don't know what the whole backstory of this shit is right here, but I saw a youngin pull up on this pastor with that thing out, pause, ready to take his cap off. Look, go ahead and peep this, y'all. Fair use.
In a whole different kingdom than God. And God had chose.
Look.
My man did a Superman run.
That nigga slid like Ricky Henderson. Hey, he slid like Ricky Henderson.
He was flying for first base. He was like, Jesus, take the mound.
You know, they found a dead body in dude's house. The dude with the pistol, they found a dead body in his house.
Oh.
Yeah, they found a dead body in his house, so this wasn't staged. Dude must have had a mental breakdown or something. You know what I'm saying?
And it's up, right? And
it was stuck.
My thing is,
Fuck being up. It was up and it was stuck.
My thing is that it shows that some of these young boys ain't shit, or they weak. I mean, weak hearted. That ain't shit. They weak hearted. Because as soon as that gun jam, he wasn't doing anything. He folded like a lawn chair. He's like, yo, man, just don't hurt me. So like, you already know where his part is at, man. He ain't built for that. He should have just turned that gun in and done something else. He should have read a book or something because he looked ridiculous.
Peep.
In a whole different kingdom than God. And God had chose. Jesus.
My man hopped the motherfucker. I can't be laughing.
Man, these are no. That's Reverend Fatback stealing from the community. So, like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
He hurdled that motherfucker.
And what's crazy was they didn't try to whoop the dude. That's the funny thing. They didn't try to whoop the dude. Oh. If a nigga pulls a gun out trying to kill somebody, you're supposed to whoop that nigga, man. You know, you're supposed to whoop that nigga, disarm him. Man, you know what I'm saying?
Man, imagine if that was in a Jewish synagogue, man. They would have stomped him out with the hats and all that, man. Like,
man, he'd have got carried out of there. They would have carried him out of there.
Man, see, that's why I'm looking at these deacons. They ain't no deacons of no defense. They're the deacons of, I don't know, offense, because I'm offended by this.
The deacons of docile. That's what that was. The deacons of docile.
Man, the way he hurdled that motherfucking, he hurdled that shit to get, lay hands. This shit is crazy. Look at the pastor about to slide out looking slimy. Peep that.
Oh, yo, man, he took the offering plate. And ran off.
He did the apostle shuffle. Over there. Hold on.
Proverbial slide to the left. He proverbial slid to the exit stage left.
He did the communion slide to little dude.
Yo, I need this for my sabbatical. I need this for my 12-month sabbatical.
Oh, shit. Trying to slide over there and get them tides. Come on, let's see. Hold on. Hey, yo. I gotta get off of here, man. I can't do that.
Yo, my man just did a Vietnam shuffle. He did a Vietnam shuffle.
You talking about doing a hammer dance?
Right. Yo, that's crazy. Shout out to the chat, man. Listen, chat, do you feel safe in the church if this was your pastor? Family, let me know.
Hey, wait. You peep this, family? None of them had no guns. They had no guns. See, this is the reason why I stopped going to church. I was like, y'all ain't packing. And this was right after Dylan Roof. I'm like, y'all ain't packing. Yeah. I'm looking at them as suspect, man. They ain't trying to overcome nothing. They're trying to get overran.
Listen, I don't know
They
what.
probably prayed for the nigga in there. Let's pray for you.
I
Oh,
don't
Carl
know.
surrounded and touched him. We pray
That's
for
just
him.
the one that's about to subdue kid. Check it out.
Man, he like TD Jakes at Diddy's
I
party.
don't see not one punch thrown off of all of that. Not one punch thrown.
I'm laying my big belly on you.
Man, it's kind of got me kind of suspecting now. Like, is this a setup or something?
I gotta tell you though, I am impressed with listen, maybe this pastor is the one who needs to do sensitivity training with some of these damn police officers. Huh? So,
What they need to do is have some self-defense at the park and shit. And so they could throw a punch in something, know how to break a jab or something. Because
all you gonna see is a bunch. All you gonna see is a bunch of folks with church hats on doing the shuffle in the parking lot. Everybody shuffling.
See, they dancing.
That's all he could teach. Like I don't know how he wasn't supposed to hit him if the dude was sliding toward him like that. This shit is crazy over here, man.
Man, he couldn't even hit him with the word of God. Like he should have smacked him with the Bible.
I spike thee in the name of the Holy Ghost.
He threw hop over. Yo, he had the shoes on, the penny loafers, and he hopped over that motherfucker with the Yu-Gi-Oh hop. This shit is crazy, man. Look at the pastor.
I'm about to ask that boondock line. What the hell did he just? Why did he do that for? Or what did he just do that? Or why did they do that to him? What did he do to deserve this? And that's to the preacher. What did he do to deserve this? Is he stealing money out of Granny's funds and not delivering?
And you got a bunch of oh Lord, whole bunch of old folk up in there. Oh Lord,
Jesus, oh Jesus, oh Jesus.
Man, that Vietnam stuff was crazy though.
Hold on, but what the hell is that in the background? Was that the
He's talking about the horn? No, that was the horn. That's that bullhorn. That's that bullhorn for like they were calling like Judah, son. They were calling Jesus. Let me stop, yo.
My brother, next level in the building. Gunshot. Peace, next level, peace. Again, we watching the pastors do the shuffle. Oh boy, listen.
Hey, Chef. Was he light skinned? Was he light skinned? Was the chef? Was the pastor light skinned?
Nah,
I couldn't tell.
That's more of a brown, a dark skinned brother right there. But listen, the truth of the matter is this. A lot of men have slowly separated themselves over the years from the church. Right? We don't value those settings anymore because it hasn't really proven itself to be anything substantial for black men, right? But they still chucking and jiving our women. They still got our women going there. A lot of our women, unfortunately.
They talked about that.
And
go ahead.
Well, I was just wondering, like, what was the motive for this young man to come there and say, I got to get you up out the way too, Pastor. I got to get you up out the way.
I told you he was out there robbing grandma. He was like, my grandma out here dumping $200-300, that 10% a week. I need this shit for the lights. Right. Reverend Fatback's out here getting diamond rims. Like, come on, man. Like this, you saw the last pastor. You saw the last pastor on the high wire. Why he's out here preaching, man. Like this is how they getting down with the money, man. They're out here pulling the money, tricking, not paying.
Hey, brother Negro, breaking up. I was thinking it was my system, but Maybe it's your phone. I'm not sure, family.
Yeah,
No,
Chef with
yeah, I was
Go
moving
ahead.
around.
church
I
saying.
said that.
Uh,
This is where I said that I said that Reverend Fatback is out there stealing the money, like they always do. And imagine your mom, your grandma is out here kicking out $100 a week or so, and they need that money for like the lights, or keep shit on. And Reverend Fatback's out here tricking the money on girls and shit like that, and he laughing at the young brothers. You don't think he ain't got no animosity? These reverends out here be out here doing the most these days. They're doing more than the drug dealers. I'm just saying.
more than
Well,
Man, they in your
Nigerians right
pocket.
now.
go ahead. Go
I would
ahead.
say they counting more than the Nigerians right now. But
Mm.
I remember Dr. John Henry Clark spoke about this. He said churches became a rest haven for women. Because more, if you go to the church now, nothing but women go because the women have a romance with it. See, with men, we got to have accountability, and the church is not producing shit for us. And like we said in spaces the other day, our generation, the Gen X, I mean, what we the Gen X, our generation ain't the turn the cheek generation, like how the other generations was. We don't turn the other cheek. We firing on your motherfucking ass back. We are the fighters. And like you said, a lot of men has drawn away from the church because the church don't have nothing to offer, man. Not only that, we not finna sit up here and listen to the motherfucker spit the same game to us that we spit on other people because 9 times out of 10, the majority of preachers are ex-pimp, ex-con men, or ex-swindlers. People who are good at with the mouth. Then they sit up there and they study that Bible and they act like they're a man of God, but yet they don't even know God. Because if they knew God, they wouldn't need the Bible. They would speak on them. They would speak on what's natural. They would speak on what's historic. You know what I'm saying? So as you right, a lot of men have drawn away from the diocese and the religion aspect and became spiritual because they know God is in them and the fight is inside of them. You know what I'm saying? And that's what
Mhm.
time it is right now. Dr. John Henry Clark talked about it. He talked about this damn near 20 years ago. I remember the sermon when he did it. You know what I'm saying? He said, I don't got no time for no pork chop preacher to be preaching to me while he trying to mess with my woman or another sister in the congregation. You know what I'm saying?
That's a
For real.
fact. Well, you know what? I mean, and that's the thing we're looking at here. I mean, shout out to my brother Next Level. Next Level says he said he was possessed, and voices told him to shoot the pastor, and they found a body in his house when they searched it. So
Hmm.
the youngin has spirits in him. Now I would say, listen, if he
Wait. We
compared,
need to know, is he from the lineage? Is that
That's
young
what I
brother from
wanted
the
to
lineage?
know. That's what I wanted to know.
man, I don't
Because
even
that's
know this
something that
young
a
man's
tether or
name.
African will do.
I am very intrigued by the whole voices thing because again, shout out to Black Lair. Black Lair is a damn fool. Black Lair said young boy crashed out. See this nigga
That's
say
all I can stand, and I can't take no more.
listen, but again,
But then
if
again, is it really his fault, family? Is it really his fault? Like we got to keep in mind, like, did that pastor really advocate for him so that young boy can get a job, or that young brother can get a job, so he ain't robbing his ass in the church? Nah, I guarantee you, Reverend Fatback was sitting on Sunday service every day, ain't doing shit for the people.
mm,
I like the Reverend Fatback. I like that dude.
well,
I
well,
thought you was gonna call him Reverend Do Wrong.
do dirty, motherfucker. But hey, man. But see, we gotta listen. Again, we are in a place where patriarchy. What happens in the absence of patriarchy? Strong black men in the households. You know, you get a generation of deviants. You get a possessed cats. Okay.
Emotional cats.
We are watching the rate of suicide in our country uh get to astronomical levels in the black community. Niggas wasn't killing themselves like that back in the day. Now you got
Because
youngins.
because they're not happy, brother. Like you got parents that ain't loving their kids, loving
Let me
on the
say
kids. They
this.
ain't getting,
I
they ain't
think I
even
can
getting the love
answer
of their
this
mother.
though. Let me answer this because I think I can answer this. What it is right now is, like I said, this is a generation, the women that's ruling the planet is ruling the world right now. It's no men. So therefore, men that's left, we can't be men. You know what I'm saying? So what are we giving the young dudes to look at? What are we giving the young dudes to grow on? When I was young growing up, like I said, it was the streets. It was all kind of men in the streets that I looked up to and wanted to emulate because it was a variety. Now they don't have that now. Only thing they have is what they see on TV, and TV ain't reality. You know what I'm saying? It's a real shortage of masculine black men out here. Black men who've been through the cloth, who've been through the old days, who know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? Who was raised by men. It's not too many of us out here. Like when I be in these spaces, I really trip off of like I be the only man who be talking about what my dad said, what my dad said, what my dad said. You know what I mean? I'm like, nigga, what? Your dad didn't teach you down? Your dad didn't hand you down? Then your uncle, no male, no mature male, older male, your family passed you down nothing? You mean to tell me you getting all secondhand game from sideliners, from women who can't play on the field? You kind of lost, and that's why I always said all young dudes get up under an OG, get up under an older man because he can teach you shit that can't nobody else. You know what I mean? We men are a we are a unique class and some, how should I say, special individuals because as we being the dominant being on this planet, we take up all the power and we take up all the burden of everything. We hold back rivers. We climb mountains. You know what I'm saying? We in outer space. We are doing everything. You know what I'm saying? So we need to give these young dudes something to look forward to and be there for them because now they just looking up to women and they want to be like women. You know what I mean? And we are a generation lost the moment that the men want to be like a woman. And then you got these other countries staring down on folks like fucking vultures over a dead carcass. We kind of assed out right now because some of these niggas don't have the killer instinct. Like somebody was saying something the other day talking about he was getting on somebody so tough he had to lay off of him. You don't do that. When you going against an opponent and you got an enemy, you take your enemy out. You don't give your enemy mercy. You don't give him a minute to catch his breath, get some water, fix none of that. When your enemy is down, you take his ass out because when you do that, you're setting an example for everybody else who wants to step up and challenge you. This man has no mercy. He's relentless. Not only that, he's fucking vicious. So I'm gonna think twice about that. And that's what we need to start setting examples. You know what I'm saying? For real. We are in a generation right now to where me, Chef C, Brother Negro, our value is through the roof right now because we are needed. Them young brothers out there, they need us. You know what I mean? And we don't need to be on no judgmental shit. We need to be on some guided shit to the ones that want to listen and learn. The hard-headed ones, I'm gonna tell them what my stepfather told me. I'm gonna let your hard head make your ass soft. Because anytime you don't want to listen, the streets gonna whoop your ass. Ain't nobody harder than the streets. Let the streets whoop your ass, and you be lucky if I accept you when you come back humble with your tail between your legs, you little punk. You know what I'm saying? I'll drop my mic there.
Well, hold on, Twiz. Let me get in here then. Well, first and foremost, y'all already know when the family come in the building, you know I got to put respect on it. Salute to Brother Nico in the building. Gunshot for Nico. Listen, I gotta say this, man. We first and foremost, and I gotta salute Brother Next Level on this too. You know, we are looking at a dated time, man. We are looking at a dated time. All right. Brother Next Level says that is the old law. You know what? It is and you know what? Unfortunately, he's accurate with that. That's the problem. That's the unfortunate nature of what we are standing and dealing with right now. Salute to Sister Devin in the building. Peace, sis. You know what I mean? The old guard told you, listen, nigga, stop crying so much. Right? Now, I gotta say though, I didn't like being told stop crying. Because then when I really needed to cry, nigga, I had so much shit pent up. Man, I had became a little water boy. When I got on, man, listen, let me tell you something. Man, listen, I done been through so much shit in my life. When I finally got to play football, bruh, I was giving cats concussions. I'm talking about my own teammates. Just because I wanted to fuck motherfuckers up for years and I couldn't do it. Right? So now, but then when I was hitting folks, I was crying. There was tears coming out of my eyes. When I cracked you and gave you a concussion, that shit, it was the weirdest shit ever. Like, even when I went to college, I didn't go to college on a scholarship, for football, but we would play tackle football, no pads. We had a bus stop right out next to where we was playing. I cracked the nigga right through the bus stop, broke the glass, all of that shit, crying. I'm sitting here like, yo, why is these tears coming out my eyes? I'm laying your son, your brother.
That's that 400 years of anger right there. That's that Negro rage, man. That's that something my pop. Yeah, that's something my pops like told me about when he was younger. Like why he didn't get angry, because like he didn't want to get angry because he was gonna hit him with that ancestor energy, man. Like black man.
Remember, we come from a stock of people who, particularly the men,
the original stock of people,
who's told, listen, if you keep crying, I'm gonna give you something to cry about. And niggas stop crying. Period.
It made a nigga tough. It made you tough.
And then, because we couldn't have it, where we needed to put it, we started turning that shit on the world. And this and what is a woman, a patriarchy household gonna do with a kid, with a male like that? This kid right here is saying that he's possessed. Listen, I'm gonna bet you he ain't had no solid male figure in his life. Right? Black fathers are the best fucking fathers on the planet. Regardless of you got these raggedy heifers running around here saying niggas ain't shit. Well, listen, compared to all of these raggedy females who single parent moms, y'all not considered the best parents on the planet. We are. How did that?
Little thing they need to know about Chef C. One thing about when that teenage boy come into adolescence, no matter what, he's always going to have respect and fear and admiration for his father, even when he come an adult. But once he come into those teenage and those adolescent years with his mother, he's going to start losing fear and respect for his mother. Then he's going to start pushing his way, and he's going to become the man of the house. That's you got a lot of these son husbands, and you got a lot of these young boys out here on the street because they don't have that male discipline to keep that young testosterone in line. Them women can't control that. I know a woman going through that right now to where her 16-year-old son, he want to be a drive-by shooter. He want to be out carrying switches and extendos and all that shit. And it ain't nothing she can do about it because he runs the household. She's scared of him. He's no man in the house. He don't listen to his father. He don't listen to his father, whoever his father is. You know what I'm saying? And he has no fear. He has no sense of discipline. And since his mother is only fear of discipline, the little boy 5'10", his mother only 5 foot, he's gonna run over her like a speed bump. And what could she do? Her only other option is to put him to the streets. That's the only option, and that's what we have right now. And that's what we have an epidemic of right now. You know what I'm saying? They spoil these little boys and they raise them. Oh, I'm gonna teach him to be emotional and caring and all that. But then when it's time for him to be a man, and he get out there in the streets amongst the lion, tigers, and bears, he's gonna become prey. You know what I'm saying? Look at them documentaries on YouTube about them brothers in prison. What do they prey on? They prey on them youngsters who come in thinking they hard, they gangsters, they killers. That's all they want is the 18-year-olds between 21. And the light-skinned ones like Drake, the pretty ones and all that, that's all they prey on. You're going to be somebody woman in there. And that's that's a reality that these little motherfuckers have to face. And the women don't teach them that. They just buy them nice clothes, have them looking like however they want their man to look, become their son husband, they little boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? In actuality, they're handicapping them. They're hampering them.
And that's my thing right there. I'm a meet you there, Twist.
Go ahead.
Let me salute the brother Black Lyran for hitting the Cash App. Salute to brother Black Lyran. Gunshot down to your line. Drop the bomb on you. Definitely anyone help with Black support the program, hit the Cash App, $FTS49 family. We
Brother Negro
appreciate
still in
it.
here?
He's gonna spin back. He had to tip out
All
real
right.
quick. But now I'm gonna go where you at with this, Twiz. I'm gonna go where you at with this, and the rest of the family. If you want to tap into this conversation, man, you know the link is dropped in there. Tapped in, family. This is Pat Talk. Tap in. Listen, the absence of a quality man in the home. We are the discipline. We have always been the discipline, right? The structure. Even if there are some chaotic men, but when they come back home, shit is in order. Shit is a structure. Now, of course, you're gonna have the females come through and say, "Oh, when he come in the house, he always beating on me. He always doing." All right, you chose the wrong nigga, right? Let's start with accountability there, right? You chose your legs went up because ain't everybody getting aped out here. Read between the lines. Every female is not getting aped out here. I need folks to stop holding on to that bullshit too. Still using that ape fucking excuse for you wanting to bust your legs open. Nah, you did it for the wrong cat. You didn't vet him properly. You are you're thinking emotionally instead of being able to peep, the true uh benefits of having that particular guy that you chose to bust it open for. And then you have a child with that cat, right? And then you want to weaponize that child against the father at some point. So when I start thinking about Drake and the mere fact that he associates as black, that's a talking point that could only come from a mom, particularly his mom, right? You associate as black. Where do you get to a point where you are now tragically mulatto to the floor and you're associating with the other half that birthed you, that brought you into this motherfucker?
That's the
So
law of nature. That's the law of nature, Chef. He got you gonna be what your mother is. Remember that
there you
song
go.
he got?
Go there. There we go. Go there, Twiz.
Remember that song he got? Started from the bottom over here. He said, "In my mama house, and we argue every month." I know she used to call him all kind of little niggas, little monkeys, all kind of little shit. She used to talk bad to him. That's probably why he hated himself so much. You know what I'm saying? He knew he couldn't be white because his mulatto, I mean, because his melanated blood. You know what I'm saying? And he couldn't be with his daddy because his mother way out there in the frozen north. You know what I'm saying? His daddy probably didn't want him because his daddy probably didn't know he had a son. You know what I'm saying? His daddy, I swear to God, his daddy probably was pimping her. You know what I'm saying? And she probably got pregnant and ran back home to her family in Canada when she got pregnant. His daddy's still out there in the streets, still trying to act like he a motherfucking retired sugar free. You know what I'm saying? On the real.
Right. You
And so with
understand
that,
me?
you know what I mean? With that, he fucked all the way up because he has no identity. He didn't have one to stick with. Like me and you, when we were born, we knew we were black. I was raised by a man who told me everything. Like when I used to watch that civil rights shit and all that shit, my stuff always told me, boy, don't watch that shit. Boy, we fought back. He said he always told me the TV is a one-eyed monster. It'll poison your brain because it'll have you believing everything you see on there is true. He always told me that shit. And so that's why I question everybody who believe what they see, just like everybody who believe what they believe in the Bible. Everything ain't true. Anything that's written by man is automatically corrupted, for real. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes down back to what we were talking about with little piss color boy, he was raised by his mother. His mother was a Jewish white woman who was raised by white parents wherever they were from. So what else do she know? I don't think she know how to make us latkes. She don't know how to make smothered potatoes. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she
Still,
know how to make us
good
fucking
nigga,
corned beef and cabbage.
fish,
She don't know.
nigga.
Yeah. She don't know. I don't think she know how to make corned beef and hash. She don't know how to make mashed potatoes and motherfucking gravy. You know what I mean? He don't know nothing about that shit. He don't know nothing about the struggle of growing up poor or growing up like how you said. When I was growing up, see, I didn't have any brothers, cousins, or none of that. It was just me. So when we grew up in the projects in the neighborhood, I always got jumped. I couldn't, nobody would fight me one on one. And my mother would always get mad at the shit, but my dad would always be like, no, sit back, let it happen. Because the only thing it's going to do is going to make him tough. That's how come right now to this day, can't no one man with me. And I'm thankful for my past and my childhood. Yeah, it still hurt, but I'm thankful for it because it made me tough. It taught me how to survive. It taught me how to be out here on my own because as a man, you don't have nobody but you. Nobody gonna give a fuck about you. And if you don't believe me, go out to them streets right now. Oh, I'm poor. Oh, I need a job. Oh, I'm doing bad right now. And watch how many police come handcuff your ass, whoop your ass, and put you in a box and give you a motherfucking number. So when you don't even have a name no more, you're gonna have a number. And just like I said, if they put you in the wrong place, you're gonna have to fight for your motherfucking manhood every goddamn day, boy, because the motherfuckers in there, it's niggas in there that ain't coming home. You know what I mean? This is reality every black man have to face. And if you're not serious out here, if you ain't focused out here, you're gonna fall into that trap. And that penitentiary ain't no place to be. That penitentiary ain't for nobody, especially if you're not from the streets, if you're not up on game, if you ain't up on how people try to manipulate you, try to use you, take advantage of you, and prey on you, you're assed out. You're asked the fuck out. Even on the streets. Even right now on this app, people do the same damn thing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know what? Real quick, I'm gonna come back to y'all, man. I gotta put some respect on the brother Nico for sending the cash app. Salute to Nico. Dropping the line. Flip on for Nico. Get it for the Nico. I see
you gonna have to bring the chopper out, Chef. Fuck gunshots. You gonna have to bring the. You know
I got more sounds for next week. I've been loading them bitches up, but hold on. I got Sister Star in the building. Gunshot for Star. That's my
twinkle, twinkle, little star. Hey, Star.
Salute. You know, I see it. I got serious. We got the Negro on the camera today. Yeah,
you understand?
Y'all see me with the uniform on.
Yeah. Hey, but it's good to see niggas' faces because there's hella niggas on that app. I don't even know what the fuck they look like or who they are. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna make a real one,
you know
like
what I mean?
come from behind the camera tonight.
You know what I mean? This is what we do, man. You understand me? This is the round table. This is a sit down, man. You know, it's grown men talking.
I just want to let people know that I'm a black man that ain't no no
Negro. Hey, cause you know all that shit you be talking.
Real niggas in the building. Real niggas in the building. You know what I mean? Real niggas. Y'all niggas. Hey, it's man. Come on, man. Y'all niggas got me juice, man.
Man. I like that. Salute to the Negro.
Indeed, the family, man.
No, but listen, gentlemen. You know, again, in the absence of a male figure, quality male figure, right? Because there are a bunch of niggas that just be around, you know, and saying, hey, I'm the man of the house, dumb shit like that, and you ain't really contributing nothing of substance to the home. You know, this young man saying that he heard voices in his head, gun pointed at your pastor. First and foremost, just look at the visual of this, y'all. I froze it there for a reason. Look at your youth. The reflection of what happens when your elders fail the young. When they fail the young. When they turn their backs on the young. Now, I don't know. Listen, I'm just saying visually. Think about how this applies to many of our communities around the country. Right? Bunch of pulpit pastors reading the same verses, you know, reading the same shit out of the Bible every fucking, you know, sermon, and because that's going to get that's going to get that lick for the pastor. That's going to get that 10% lick, right? But then you got a whole separate community of young men like this. You know, talking about they hearing voices and shit. Pulling guns out because, okay, the pastor done ran all the males out, but I can guarantee you got women front and center in that church.
Can we talk about the mental health aspect of it? Because
well, that's where I'm going. You got the flow. Go ahead, brother Negro.
Yeah. Where's my? I gotta get my book. There we go. Here we go. This book right here. they talk about the son husband. They talk about some of the effects that goes on with that, and just the mental health and the breakdown of the young black man because he's putting on man pressures or man stressors, and he's still a young man. He's a young child, you know, and those stressors are not normal for a child to go through, or nor should they go through those type of things. So I think some of our women in our community, when they do that son husband thing, it really does our young black men a disservice and actually hurt their growth psychologically and mentally, and also socially, because they
Hey,
can't even.
Negro,
Yeah.
that's why I got good hair right now. What
Oh,
you just talking about is why I got great hair right now. You know, you see this? You see this great hair I got, bro? That's why I got great hair right now because of being a young man getting cast out into the world at the age of 12. I had to learn how to be a man at an early age, and the fucked up thing was I didn't have nobody to teach me. So what you're saying is 100% correct. And as I said, that's why I got fabulous hair right. I got great hair right now. I gotta go call my beautician right now, see if I can get something done to this shit. You know what I'm saying?
This nigga here. Go ahead, brother Negro.
Yeah, that's just one of the things I just wanted to highlight about that because it's very, very important that we do invest in our young black men. I feel like we don't invest enough in our young black men, and that's the reason why you got this situation right there, why you have this young man pointing the gun at his elders because he failed them. You know what? You know, you want to hear something crazy? I'm gonna jump out the window with this one. Don't the white kids do that to the parents that failed them too?
They kill their parents.
I'm not saying we should do that, but
No, that's what they do. White people,
that's
they
what they
kill their
do.
parents.
That's what they do. And I look at this. I look at the young men as picking up some bad habits and bad traits, man. That's anti-black. We don't want to kill our people, but we also don't want to support the people that's harming us. You know, so there needs to be a balance, and I feel like that's an extreme. Pulling a gun on a pastor, that's unacceptable. That's just
well. Again, you know, listen. Let me. Can I
but
go?
we need to
I
know the
gotta
backstory, though.
Listen, I gotta go there, man. First and foremost, let me say this.
Don't
Salute.
laugh, Chef. And don't laugh.
No laughing matter here. What I'm about to say is gonna get a little dark, cause but I gotta salute the sister who just tapped in. Salute to Sister Elevated Minded. Salute. Elevated in the building. Salute to you, sis. Listen, let me go where I need to go with this, man. Even Dr. Martin Luther King spoke about us leaving the church, right? And since then, the reverse of people in attendance has gone in the exact very way that he predicted and foresaw. Men leaving the church and women being in there in the pews, in the choir, in the front row. Men saying, listen, my wife is bowing down more to the pastor than she does me.
I hear that a lot.
I hear that a lot.
She don't respect me. And he's not even fucking reinforcing what the whole helpmate thing is supposed to be about.
Well,
right?
Go one step further. They're out here supporting those baby showers of bastard babies. See, they started that shit, man.
But not only that,
that was
not
one of the
only that,
things I
Chef, see,
hated, brothers and sisters.
yeah, not only that, Chef, see, when it gets like that, that marriage is over with for the simple fact the pastor got her mind.
Come on,
But
go
once
there.
the mind
Go
is
there,
gone,
man.
it's over with.
Like
You know what I'm saying? That's like they said, like somebody was talking about on how these women, they choose to be career women over housewives. You know, they will listen, bow down, and jump to what they boss say, but then come home and challenge their husband and
Come on.
argue with him on every aspect on the household. You know what I mean? It's like you can't serve two masters, as they say. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's going on. That's why you have a lot of single, independent women right now, because these career-driven women, these women who want to put their career before family, that's why they're lonely. That's why they have a bunch of dogs, Yorkies, and Frenchies and everything, because that's about the only thing that's going to deal with them and
Pomeranians and
tolerate them.
shit.
Yeah, that's about the only thing that's going to deal with them and tolerate them, for the simple fact A man is not finna take no orders. A man is not finna sit down and listen, and a man is not finna take directions, especially when he got his life in order. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
Well,
that's
hold
what.
on. Well, hold on, gentlemen. Let me go to Sister Star because she talking her shit. The black church is in a compromised position because there's no space for masculine men.
Fact.
That's a bubble fact, Sister Star.
That's a mic drop right there.
That's a
Shout out to Sister Star.
You know what? That's a flex bomb. Damn. Because there are no masculine men. The introduction, well, first and foremost, let me go with that. The introduction of accepting feminine men in these environments.
And we ain't talking about the choir director.
You know, that is where you see a lot of the adjustments having been made. Now there are, churches for those, for my LGBT brothers and sisters, but in the old school church, man, sometimes shit just gotta stay the way it's gotta stay. And the mere fact of this, you these participation trophy shits that be going on, you can do this, instead of telling people no, we got away from that way too much. But hold on real quick, let me salute to Brother Rebel in the building. All right. You know what? We got Brother Black Leon in the building. Salute, Brother Black Leon. What's on your mind when it comes to this subject matter here, particularly, the parallels between the absentee a father in the household, and then what we're seeing here with the violence that's kind of going on, being tracked back to the church, man. What are your thoughts on this?
Thanks for having me on. And it's simple. I'm 28 years old, and as Jason Black puts it, the old niggas, they aren't investing in the youth.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Hey,
workplace.
Chef,
hold on, let Brother Laren cook. Let him cook, and then I'm gonna go to you, Negro. Go ahead, Laren.
In the workplace, the hiring, professionally, these old folks are not creating spaces for us to develop, and that is essential. That's why us black men, our young black men, we feel that bottleneck, that there's no future, there's no opportunities, and that's why the suicide rate is up. That's why a lot of our brothers crashing out like we see in this video. It's because we're not given those spaces and the opportunity and that type of to really flourish.
Right. Well, you know what it is, Brother Black Learn. A lot of even the activities, man, like little summer camps for the youngins, like little basketball camps for the youngins. A lot of them shits is getting stripped down, right? I used to remember back in the day when I was coming up. Now, granted, I didn't come from the best neighborhood, but these brothers, they tried, right? And they would have like little men's groups at the church. We used to be able to play basketball on Fridays after school, going into the weekend, and these brothers would come in, and some of these cats would be OGs. They used to run blocks, they families, because I come from that era where, they had whole families running blocks. Right. And if you was going on that block, you got to check in with that family first. No matter what type of time it was, you got to check in with the family, get the pass. I come from that. And, this brother, he done changed his life around. His family done backed off all of that extra stuff. And he was telling us about it, man. But he was like, programs and stuff like this, any form, this is what I learned. Any form of galvanized unification for black men is immediately defunded and shunned. It gets to the point where you can't even find.
Speak on it.
These things are they become secret societies, unfortunately. right?
Not even the secrets. Wait. I gotta put. Not even the secret societies can sustain that, brother. Like Lions Club, they were not doing development programs for Black American people. I was advocating for those type of things. It was the old Negroes that were shutting me down.
Right.
It was like, wait, let me pull up on the camera. It was the old Negroes that were shutting me down on this incident, brother. It was old Karens, old Gretchens, old Black women that didn't want to see the success of Black people, and they don't want to see the success of Black men leadership. The old Black man saying that I don't want to give up my throne.
Right.
I don't have to.
Right.
No, I'm not going
Well,
to build up my men around me so they can take the throne too. That's another problem too.
well, you got to also keep in mind, this is why we are seeing, the rise in suicides, gentlemen. Okay. Again, even if the father
Absolutely.
was not in the household, okay, even if the father wasn't present, there were some gentlemen who took that role on, right? Somebody's mic is hot. Can y'all mute the mic? There you go. There were some guys who just took it upon themselves to say, you know what, I got this. Let me just do this for the youngins. Like I do that now with my garden in my old hometown of Patterson, New Jersey. Right? I got my partner, he's a Black American gardener, you know. We do that. You know what I'm saying? Like people come in there, they crying and all type of shit. We got the programs for the kids, teaching them how to grow shit, you know, and feed their families. But, you know, again, we've been facing a situation over the last several years, especially, you know, just before the shutdown in 2019. People have been trying to take our garden from us, right? Because we built that garden specifically for Black Americans that were there in that community. So instead of keeping that as a beacon for Black Americans that were still there, they raised every bit of cost of living in that vicinity, y'all. And ultimately, it's maybe 2-3 Black Americans, and I'm talking about individuals, not even the family. Black Americans that are still left in that community. So they couldn't get us up out the way, so they took everything else surrounding it.
Brother Chef, remember when you came up and visited me in Connecticut and you saw that nonprofit that I was fighting about still? That's the same thing. Anything that we build, these guys want to take. And they destroy it from the inside out, man. It's damn near criminal.
Or in the case, like I said, in the case of what we got going up here, from the outside in. They say, yo, they couldn't
It's from
hit the
all
link.
directions, really.
Yo, you brother Black Lyric, you got nowhere. If you really trying to do something for Black America, you know, specifically when you start having that proprietary effort for your people, you know, you get defunded. They cut our funds off 1 year, so we had to go ahead and finesse and get another way to get our funds going, right? These are a lot of, you know, now we got the greenhouse or whatever it is. We've had it since the shutdown, but again, we're still looking at a bunch of other obstacles because now we don't have the light, you know, our PSENG bill is killing us now. So it's like, okay, you damned if you do, damned if you don't, family. This is a war for the youth.
And let's
Go ahead, brother Black.
not even get started on if your partner was a tether, that shit would have just gone to ruins from the inside out.
Oh,
So
it would have
it's
been
like, okay,
facts.
we really have to find who's on code first and then work from there. It's a step-by-step process, and we have to be thorough on every level.
Right. Well, you know what? Again, I'm looking at this situation, and then we look at the Drake situation right now. Tragically mulattoed or planned, right? Did that mom pass Drake around? Right? Did she pass did she pass him around for everybody else to say, hey, go ahead and do what you want with my little mulatto kid?
Whoa, wait. Let's slow that down. Let's
Yeah.
Let's
Go
point
where
to
you gotta go.
Let's point to California, right? Remember the gay guy. I'm gonna go on camera right now because I need to talk to the family directly. Yo, remember this guy up in California, right? The gay guy, right? Who had that black child, and you had the Latino people that was calling the baby all types of racial names and slurs and all that stuff. You remember that family?
Yeah.
The LA Council.
Right. I remember it.
Same correlation, the same correlations that I'm talking about here with this type of behavior. The violence that goes on between interracial couples normally gets overlooked. You see the Johnny Major situation that was going on, and I'm not saying that he's a domestic abuser. It was the fact that she was abusive and that she got away with it, and she got money from this. So with like these are the things that some of these women from other ethnic groups that is money driven, and they're also lustful driven because they don't like the black man because they really want to be with the black man. They like the black man of how they make them feel. So we're getting taken advantage of. So these are some of the things that I see that goes on. I'm sorry, my cat's acting up. So these are some of the things that I see that's going on that's dangerous.
Right.
Shout out to you, brother Negro. You're a cat lover. I'm a cat lover too. I got one too.
Yeah, she terrorizing the set right now.
My nigga for the streets. My nigga left home and he been for the streets ever since. I ain't seen him in 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Man, I ain't seen him in 3 years. He only come home like once a month to eat, and he in the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me go to the chat real quick. Sister Star, hold on. Sister Elevated in here been cooking the chat out. Let me see something real quick.
Yeah.
Sister Elevated said there's more support groups and more activities for children growth when I was growing up. Yeah, she said there was again. We got to remember the times, family. There was way more activities and joints allocated for us, man. Like I had to after
we was outside. Yeah, we was the original outside. You know, it wasn't no in the house, because if you was in the house, you missed something.
In the house,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you missed something. And nigga, if you missed something, you'd be ready to commit suicide as a child because everybody had fun. Nigga, you can talk about it. Nigga, come on, man. Man, that's the worst thing in the world, man. You know,
if we couldn't go outside, nigga, I felt like I was dying, nigga.
And see, at my time, it was the Run DMC era, the 85. That's when the Patrick Ewings, dude, man. I met Patrick Ewing before, and I told him I want to be like Ewing before I want to be like Jordan. You know what I mean? Them Ewing 85s was the best shoes out. And I remember, dude, we used to wear them motherfuckers, dude, and we used to wear the white pants with it. Man, dude, God forbid we got our pants dirty, dude. You know what I'm saying? Man, we had a good childhood. It was bad, but we also we knew how to have fun. We knew how to go outside and play. Every season we played, when it was football season, we played dog pound. Whoever get the ball get tackled. When it was baseball season, we played strikeout. When it was basketball season, we played 21. So we stayed active. You know what I'm saying? And then not only that, when we went to junior high school, we learned how to hustle. We learned how to pump gas, stand in front of the grocery store, help old ladies with their bags, or help old men. You know, we learned how to hustle to do side shit. So these little motherfuckers nowadays, the only thing they want is a PS5 or a laptop and sit them in front of that, and they good. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't getting nowhere, you know?
Well, we are looking at, again, this is part of the reason, man. They got kids, no sunlight, right? They in the crib, they behind laptops. They on tablets, they on all type of wild shit.
That algorithm, wake that up, man. Like
they on tablets. These is algorithm babies. These
is what Shahrazad Ali said.
But what I mean by the algorithm is that they had a couple of lawsuits that were going on where the people for these social media companies were going back and forth to the Congress, right? One of the things that they were highlighted that some of the people may not be aware of, that the fact that they didn't want their own children on social media. Also, they talk about some of the mental effects that actually do cause some of these type of situations. Like that when it comes to mental health, it actually amplifies those things. So these are some of the things that was not tested before these ventures were launched. because they did what they call a guerrilla style type of business strategy where they ignored all the regulations and they just propped up their business. Show me a Negro or Black American business that can do that.
Well, you know what, gentlemen, y'all keep cooking real
Basically,
quick. I'm gonna be right back. Give me a couple seconds. Matter of fact, we're gonna take a brief commercial break, gentlemen. We'll be right back after this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is On Their Next Podcast, tapped in with the Angry Black Man's Book Club for Pat Talk number 21. We'll be right back, family.
I've been all over the world. I've noticed this about Black Americans, and I'll stop here. We have more people trying to turn us around than I've seen for any other group anywhere in the world relative to what our situation is. That you've got teachers, you got people that will just do stuff. If they find out you're legit, just help you because they want to see Black folks make it. We do have this. This is lacking in other places, I can assure you. But you know what? Our desire to save people cannot be greater than people's desire to be saved and to help. So the people that do not want it, let them go. Jesus said, let the dead bury the dead. I sure get it nowadays.
Yes, indeed. That's nice. I can't wait to meet Dr. Randy Short in D.C.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna pull up in D.C.
Yes, indeed.
That Pat Talk.
Hey,
Man.
I want to touch on what you was talking about. You know what I'm saying? When we be in these conversations, having these discussions, you know, this is straight from experience. You know, we are a bunch of mature men in here, and we speaking from experience and the things that we've been through. So when we talk about things, there's no wrong in what we're speaking, and there's no fault in it. And you can't Google this. This is something that you have to live through. You know what I'm saying? And with the scenario with us masculine men, we in a situation right now to where we have to stay strong, man. We have to be men, and we have to proverbial let our nuts hang because society is trying to clip them. You know, we are Black men, and we are very valuable right now. You know what I'm saying? And we have to stand with our sisters. I remember Shirazidat Ali once said, you know what I'm saying, that when it come down to these certain, as I say, independent women, they are straight lost because they're chasing a career more than family. You know, and to me, I mean, I may be wrong, and ladies, please forgive me on this, but I feel like a woman number one priority should be family. You know, if family not first, then what else is it? You know what I'm saying? So therefore, us men are in a situation right now to where we're just gonna have to, like my dad said, pack our backpacks and our belly sacks and bail out and get ready to fight, and don't have to worry about who with us or behind us. We're just gonna have to go for the gusto because this is a pivotal year for Black men in America. You know, I don't see too many of us left. I don't even see too many of us on TV. When you do see us on TV, we either feminized, nails painted, or on some shit that we have no business being on. You know, as they say, the great replacements is in, and these tethers is in here deep. These tethers is in here knocking, and we got to stand strong, man. You know, and the best thing about us, we not finna sell out for love. You know what I mean? The only thing we sell out for, the only love we selling out for is love for our family and culture. You know what I mean? I don't want no Becky. I don't want no Tether. I don't want no Maria. I don't want no Ling Ling. It's not that serious to me. It's about legacy. It's about what I'm leaving behind. I'm 50. So I got probably 20, 30 more years left on this planet. So what kind of man would I be if I don't have nothing left behind? And I, as in the words of Muammar Gaddafi, I'm not gonna leave nothing behind trying to chase. I ain't gonna leave nothing substantial behind chasing the legs of a woman. Fuck that. I gotta be focused out here, and we gotta be serious out here, and we gotta be, you know, as us men, we gotta stand firm. As in the sailor say, we gotta stand fast out here. You know, we gotta hold fast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I wanted to weigh in on it since it was in the church. I want to talk about us in our relationship with God a little bit more. You know, brother, I've been, because I'm getting ready for the Pat Talk summits. I got that book, brother, The Negro's God. All right. This is see, my thing is, I don't think we believe in the right God, you know, at the moment. I think we believe in that white man's God, you know, and we're getting the results that we're getting because we're not calling on our God, our lineage, our people, our ancestors. That's where I'm seeing here, and I'm seeing like a bad program going on that's been hijacked by these white folks when they want to push their ideology with this white Jesus and this white God and these white angels, and like they're heavenly. And we have our own image of what God is. We have our own beliefs of what it is. And I think we should stand on that a lot more. We delineate with everything else. We might as well just delineate with our gods and our religion too. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm kind of.
Well, let me ask you, brother Negro. Um, you gotta, when you say stand on our gods, you gotta break down the differences, because again, a lot of Negroes got white Jesus in their house.
Gentlemen, I just want to say this. Hey, let me just say this, gentlemen. You know, this is a real serious topic, and a lot of people get real emotional and feminine behind. I mean, feminist, and they really getting their feelings behind it. So when we talk about religion and gods, let's just be careful right here. You know what I'm saying? This is like a motherfucking World War II minefield right here. So I just want to give a heads up, because when we start talking about stuff like this, a lot of people don't want to hear, because a lot of people don't want to hear the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So know what? Since they don't want to hear the truth, I have some things that could dismantle that. The person that I got it from, he's from an HBCU. You know, that's Benjamin E. Mays. He's an HBCU grad. He taught at HBCU before it turned to Tetherville. You know, so this man was talking about what our people should be elevating to, what we should model our image of what Christ should be, or what God should be. Why are we allowing somebody else to dictate the terms of how we should teach the word of God, or to tell us what God is? I find like that's a problem. That's something that's sacred. That's something that's between us and the creator, you know? And I feel like white supremacy, white degeneracy, because I'm on my brother Shep's platform, like I feel like they stepping on the toes of God. They're stepping on the greatest
They
lie.
don't have a God.
Yeah, but
They
Dr.
don't.
Shaw already told us the greatest lie that they have ever told us is that we don't have a God. And we do have one.
They don't have a God.
We have our own God. We don't know what they have, but we have one. That's all that matters.
Yes, indeed. They don't have a God. If you go through their early history, that's the only reason why they had to adapt the Mediterranean history, because the Mediterranean history is greater than their history. But Mediterranean, like the Romans and all them, they're not European to me. They're African. You know what I'm saying? Because they have the old African religion. They have one of the oldest religions. The Europeans, their religion, they come from, that's where you got Thor and all them. They have this religion that their Adam and Eve is ash and elm. You know what I mean? They try to come up with every kind of scenario, and they try to paint every kind of picture out there to identify that, and not only that, justify their being on this planet, to make them an original being, which they are not. They are the original Johnny come lately, and as we all know, ever since their being, they've been searching for their missing link. Their missing link that's going to connect them to humanity, and they don't have that. You know what I'm saying?
Brother Twiz, right now they're trying to they trying to battle it out right now. They're trying to move they're trying to have the Eastern Europeans run the
But that,
yard
yeah,
instead of the
that's one
Western.
thing they can't do though, because the Eastern Europeans is what they've been hiding for the past millennium. The Eastern Europeans is the Neanderthals, the slack jaws, the elongated eyebrows, and some of them motherfuckers out there is with the tail. So those are the last ones that they want to put forward, because once them Eastern Europeans, the motherfucking Western Russians come through, we gonna really see where they get the motherfucking term gargoyle come from. You know what I'm saying? As I said, we are the original beings. Those are the Johnny come lately. Those are the subhumans. They don't have what we have. Just like us black people, I know I'm different from everybody, and I'm not speaking for everybody. I'm speaking for me. I am a spiritual being, and I praise the sun. I am the man of the sun, the child of the sun. That's why my melanin is strong how it is, and I get enriching by the sun. That's me. When I do, I'm a history buff. I love history, and throughout every culture throughout this planet that I study, every last one of them praise the sun. The European, the North, the Norse, and the fucking so-called whatever they call them, the only ones who don't pray the sun. That's why they come up with the term gods. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah,
Thors, the Hindal, the Flokis, and the Freyas, and the all that shit you see on all that. That's where they come up with them. But we are natural people. That's where our God was the sun. My God is the sun. I praise the Holy Sun. That's me. You know what I'm saying?
You want to hear something crazy about it, brother Twiz? They on this thing they said God demands that we be charitable. These guys don't want to have a Negro God. They don't want to. Yo, imagine if they tell us that we have to be charitable. They tell today's church that we have to be charitable. You saw what they did during COVID. You saw what they even did in Hurricane Katrina. They ain't ready for no Negro God. They're not ready for a Negro God.
I hate to say it, to a certain degree, you're right, because there's so much jealousy amongst one another to where they can't accept somebody that look like them that they have to answer to, and all the reason why they accept that white guy, because some of them still have that genetic fear of the pink skin. But see, it wasn't until we got older, until we got conscious, until we started learning what they were. Well, that's when we lost our fear of them. See, to a certain degree, we had a natural fear of them because we know once they get together, or if they accused us of something, we were automatically going to be sacrificed. We were automatically going to be punished. But now, during the time of certain knowledge and certain information that's being put out there, we know who we are and we know who they are. And that's what makes us the most powerful black people in the world right now, because we are the only ones that fight them, challenge them. Not only that, the only ones that can beat them. You know what I'm saying? We know who we are as the original beings on this planet. Like me and every black woman in here, we can make a rubinoid, we can make a citroid, and we can make an albinoid. But near one of those three can make an ebenoid. And as long as us ebenoid black beings in here, we are the original beings on this planet. We are the original top notches. We are the alpha, the omegas. And like every black woman in here, she is the mother of every culture that's running this fucking cocksucking planet right now. So that's my belief. That's my religion, and that's what I praise. I praise that sun up above, and I praise our black skin, our black culture, and our black people, because we are the original. Fuck what man say. I go by nature. The law of nature. When you study nature, if you have a Negro, you got a cat. Once you study the laws of cats, the law of cats been written in them since the beginning of time. That's the law of nature. My Asiatic birth sign is a tiger. When I love tigers, I study tigers. Tigers been doing what they've been doing ever since they was created. That's the law of nature that's been written by God. So ever since we got off of that, ever since we got off our law of nature, we've been fucked up ever since. That's why I say I study the law of nature, man. Fuck the law of man, because the law of nature is God nature, and that law still exists right now to this day. You just got to study and pay attention to it, and once you do, you will adapt to it and be adhesive to it, and you'll become one with it. That's why, like Professor Black Truth said, us black people are natural people. We are people of nature. We are people of this planet. You know what I'm saying?
Well, hold on.
There.
Hold on, my nigga. Hold on. Let me break it up a touch. Let me see what the chat is saying. Brother Next Level got a question for the panel. What are y'all thoughts on these young black men saying they want to be house husbands?
Soft.
That's anti-patriarchal.
Them the mama's boyfriends. Them the mama's boyfriends. Them the mama's boyfriends, for the simple fact that's what they mama taught them. They mama spoiled them and pampered them. So now once they become of adolescent to be a man, they don't want to be a man no more. You don't know how many niggas I know, how many dudes, how many black men I know right now to say, blood, I can't live without a woman. I gotta have a woman take care of me. And I'm like, nigga, you don't know how you sound right now. Nigga, I'm 100% independent. I pay my own bills. I clean my own, I'm 100% independent. Everything I do by myself. And everybody tell me I'm looking good, living well, and doing swell. So I don't need a woman.
Hey, what they say about you, nigga? What they say, nigga? What they say, nigga? What you living well, doing well, nigga? What they say, nigga?
It getting
Smell
swell.
something thinking that's me because I'm the shit. You understand me?
Yeah.
You know,
This
for
nigga
real.
here.
But like, no, my dad always said, he always taught me, boy, I'm gonna teach you not to need a woman for nothing. Because the moment you need a woman for nothing, that makes you dependent. And the moment you dependent, you're not a man. A man's supposed to be independent. Don't you know the men before our times, the great Western, the great frontier men, them niggas used to have to conquer the wild, plow fields, build cabins straight out of woods. Them motherfuckers was hardy men. Look at us now. A lot of us not now don't know how to motherfucking survive on our own. What happened if this grid shut down right now? What would a lot of us do? You can't call nobody. You can't go online. You know what I mean? You can't go looking over here expecting somebody to do shit for you. Can any one of you motherfuckers make fire? Can any one of you motherfuckers hunt? Not only hunt, when you kill it, can you skin it? Can you drain all the blood out of it, devein it, skin it, take all the guts out of it, and know what good part to eat, what not? There's a lot of us that don't know how to survive. There's a lot of niggas that got cars that don't even know how to work on them. You don't know how many niggas I see on the side of the road waiting for AAA or a tow truck to come get them because these little cocksuckers don't know how to change a tire. They too busy
Well,
trying to look good and ride foreign, but yet they don't even know how to take care of it. You know what
well,
I'm
hold
saying?
on. Let me go to Brother Negro, man, because again, I think this is a very interesting question from the brother next level. Um, the house husband game is, I mean, listen, it's
I'm gonna
official
say
out
it's a
here
form,
right now because a
I'm gonna
lot of
say
them.
I'm gonna say it's a form of black degeneracy, brother Chef.
Oh, okay,
And
go
the
where you
reason
go.
why I'm going at that angle is
Agreed.
because
Agreed.
it's anti-black. Real black men should be leaders of their household and their communities, and it should not be up to debate. You know, we should have these type of things. And the greatest lie that white supremacy have done to us is make it so that we don't have these type of things.
Mm,
They
mm.
state that we can't be leaders and that we shouldn't be leaders. And now we have this is why we have the problem right now where you have women that don't want us to be in leadership, and they don't want to do right by the community in the same time too. All right. So we're at a double-edged sword with this situation here. So I understand what the young brother is saying. I don't think it's something that should be supported or encouraged, because something that we do in our community way too often. We take the obscure examples and make that the majority.
Mm.
And that's the problem. Instead of making the best example the majority.
Hey, somebody got some
Instead of the
ground noise.
exception.
I don't know who it is, but there you go. Go
Yeah,
ahead,
but
brother.
that's what I wanted to say in regard to that. But also in this book, they had a lot of things that touched upon. They said the Negro is the chosen race with God on his side. They say God is good. He fights our battles. That's some real Negro stuff. God rewards good and destroys evil. I think this is something that Nat Turner picked up back in the day.
Well, you know what? I wanna address something, man. First and foremost, the husbands that are staying home now. Husbands that are staying home now, letting the wife go out to work. Listen, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Can I keep it a buck with y'all? I'm not necessarily against it. Yeah. I'm not necessarily against it, family, because you know what? Every scenario don't work for everybody. And you know what? There is a growing population, believe it or not, who of women who are okay with their man staying home. Again, that stat you got to keep in mind. We got a stat of being the best fucking fathers on the planet for a reason, gentlemen. And you know what? Listen, some of these women just want to be outside and they want to put, foot to the ground.
But are these women going to work the construction site, brother Chef? Are these women going to be the plumbers? See, I don't want to have this pervasive trend to go on to the point where we're going to lose our real men, our blue collar brothers, our brothers that's going to actually help out and build our society as well. Those brothers is just as equally as important as the scholar. And
Like,
I don't want us to be empathetic and lazy as a collective. And I think that
Check
that's like
this
a
out.
start of a cancer. Is a start of a cancer to me.
Check this out. All right. you, I mean, I ain't gonna say you. They're saying they want to start a trend of house husband. Okay, now put that picture out. Let's paint that picture. Let's paint the scenario. As a man, one thing as a man, you don't have that emotional or you don't have that nurturing capability to raise children as a woman. Two, you're submitting to a lesser power. You're giving up your power and authority to be a nurturer, something that you're not. So that's going to make you emotional because you're raising children. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, when it comes time for you to be that protector, where's that testosterone? Where's that aggression? Where's that masculinity? See, this is one thing, like I said before, a lot of these dudes that's with this house husband shit was a lot of mama's boys who don't want to step up to manhood, who got a woman that's been in that position of power that's making that money to feel like, okay, it's better off to be at home doing this than to be out there being a man, taking on the world and society, getting that. It's no greater feeling. I don't know about some dudes, I don't know about some men in here, but it's no greater feeling than accomplishment. There's no greater feeling than starting something, setting a goal, and accomplishing that shit. And as a man, the greatest men out who we know to this day are conquerors. You know what I'm saying?
Well, hold on. Are you gentlemen saying that his ability to work in a team is less important than
Let me
his
finish.
hold on. I'm dropping a question. I'm dropping a question for the marinade. And then also I'm dropping it for the chat. Are we saying that a man's ability to work with the team's need makes him less of a leader to a household than his ability to go out there bring in the chicken?
Okay,
That's what I want
thing
to know.
is,
When
my
you
thing
say
is
it like
that
that, that's a whole nother scenario. Talking about that's a team player is different from being a man. A
Well,
team
no.
player is knowing your role and
Hold on. What
playing
I'm
your part.
saying is, listen, for your unit, you got to keep in mind for your unit, the way y'all get busy is not the way another couple's gonna get busy. And that might just work for
but the
y'all
thing,
scenario.
but the
That
thing
might
is,
just
brother
now
chef,
don't get me wrong. This is now let me be clear. This is coming from a cat who believes in bringing in, and taking on most of the financial responsibility, being that leader. I'm coming
It's
from
more
that.
than taking on the financial
I'm that.
responsibility, chef.
But
It's more than
again,
that.
thing
I'm
is,
not.
chef,
Don't get me.
my thing
Hold on.
is
Let me
that
finish what I'm saying. Then I'm gonna go to y'all. I'm not saying I don't look at that man for being less than a man because I don't know their situation, right? I don't know what the books look like in the back over there. And if she's okay, because listen, again, there's a lot more women out here bringing in hella paper, and the dude might be stuck and capped off at 50K a year, right? Earning potential.
why don't she help build that black man a business?
Those are
So they can work
scenarios.
together. That's one thing. The other thing that I wanted to highlight is that when women get in a position of authority, they have a funny way of staying and maintaining in a position of authority and
Didn't
to
I just say that?
undermine the credibility of a black man. Like
Didn't I
I've
just say that?
seen this, I've seen that with my own two beady eyes as a Negro black child, all the way up to manhood. And that's something that I've seen, that I warned myself that I will never want to subject myself to as a black man.
There
You
you
never
go.
want to be underneath the heel of a woman, but you
I
definitely want
just
to put
said that
hands on
because
a
you're under
woman.
her control. And not only that, if you living up under her household, you are subjecting yourself. Not only that, you are getting rid of your testosterone and reducing your masculinity. So therefore, when she out in the world and come across a masculine man that's standing on business, that has his own shit together, she's going to be attracted to that because what she got at home, she got a soft, emotional, sensitive man because he's taking care of children. He's taking care of households. He's cooking, cleaning, and he's totally emasculated. He has nothing. He has no aggression about him. He has nothing to where when it's time to protect the family, is she's going to protect the family because she's the breadwinner now? You know what I'm saying? It's a major role in this. You have to think about this. Everything may look
Hey,
good on the
Twiz, hold
outside,
on one
but
second.
just because
You
you
got
making money,
kids around you, Twiz?
I'm sorry, that's the backyard. My bad.
Yeah. I'm hearing baby kids and all type of shit.
That's my bad. That's my neighbors, man. That's my neighbors in back. Let me
Go
close
ahead,
these
man.
windows,
Finish your
man.
bill. Go ahead.
But no, I just want to say, man, it would never be a good situation, and the outcome will never be good, because no matter how much the man may stay at home, and no matter how much money the woman may make, a man would never feel complete without no accomplishments. And no matter how much he stay at home, he's always gonna have them second guessings, like what if, what if? And not only that, his peers is going to be out there as men succeeding, accomplishing. Not only that, testosterone blooming, nuts swinging, living around the world. And what is he? You know,
Well, you know what? See, they done dropped too. They dropping my people. And they dropping my folks. You back in the building, Twiz? Let me see what happened. Let me see what they did to Twiz.
Can you hear me?
They dumped you, man, for a second. See, they must have dumped the Negro too. They dumped the Negro. See, it be getting like that. Oh, damn, they done dumped them again. Yeah, you know what, family, though? Honestly, I'm looking at, I see some of y'all comments. Let me read some of these comments real quick while the family get back up in here. Let me see. Let me see what Brother Black Leon said. We do have to take the economics as well. Many of these women are killing it in corporate, while we have to find alternative routes to make that bag. That's a fact. Sister Elevated Minded said, is 50-50 good in your household?
Do you hear me, Chef?
Yes, sir. You back in the building.
Okay, good.
You back in the building. Also, I want to send another salute out to Dave for hitting the Cash App. Salute Dave for hitting the matter of fact. Hold on. I got to put respect to the Dave. Gold shot for Dave. Dropping off salute. Everybody that always supports the program. We appreciate you. The 50-50 game. Oh, shit, man. You know what? Honestly, I'm going to tell you something, okay? 50-50 is acceptable when you and your companion, at least for me, I'm going to say this for me. I'm going to speak on me. 50-50 is acceptable when you and your companion are just getting into your careers, not having established your career, but just getting into it. Once you've established yourself as an authority in your field, that 50-50 shit gotta go. Y'all can move to 60-40, 70-30. And maybe in some, in other occasions, the brother, you take the whole shit. But start out, you gotta get the start out thing has got to be some grace given there. That's at least where I'm coming from with it. Y'all got to share that load together. And even right now, listen, family, let me make it real. Let me make it real plain for folks right now. Even, I'm going to take it back. A touch. In some situations, even now, 50-50 is okay. Because you know what we're dealing with right now, ladies and gentlemen? Cost of living is at an all-time high. Okay? Everybody ain't a six-figure nigga, and even six-figure niggas having some issues paying bills right now. I'm not going to play with nobody and act like, oh, this shit. Nah, I live in the real world. Okay? And the six-figure, first and foremost, if you a six-figure on the books, that's really like 60K. 60, 70K. I'm a keep that 100. If you 120,000 type of cat,
that's after taxes.
That's you know what I mean. After Uncle Sam get half of your back.
Let's pretend what state you're in.
And go there. See, like in Cali, let's keep that 100. That 100K shit ain't nothing in Cali.
100K, you walking away with 68,000.
Come on, man. So this is what I'm saying, like family, like realistically, they're in today's day, especially for the youngest that's coming up, Like salute the brother Black Laren. I don't know what his bag look like right now, but he early in the game, and if he not into AI or he's got some kind of trait, really get to no heavy bag. Even if it was a woman, she can't get to no heavy bag right now. It's very difficult for folks to get that chicken. And you know what? And honestly, you know, the 1% to 10% families out here right now, they basically get nothing but residuals because they eating off of us right now. You know, for the younger cat, I mean for the lower economic totem pole folks. Now I make a decent living. I do get to the chicken as a business owner. But I do deal with some bullshit too. Daily. Shit. Dealing with a damn client today. 2 of them actually. But again, you have a partner right now. I'm not mad at anybody that quote unquote got a shack up right now. As long as the 2 of y'all are bringing something to a pot, right? In today's market, remember, we're looking at 7.8 to almost 8% on motherfucking mortgages and shit right now. Twiz, what y'all looking like over there in Cali right now on the house game?
You don't even want to know, bro.
You
You don't
feel
even
me?
want
Like
to know.
let's
Rent a
let's
one
talk
bedroom
real
apartment.
economics.
A 1 bedroom apartment just renting is going to hit you from what 2,000 between 3, and it all depends on where you live at. And if you choosing to buy right now in this real estate game, where you got the motherfucking interest rate, the bottom interest rate is at 5%, and here you got the federal government talking about raising it even higher, it's
Right.
impossible to buy for the simple fact if you purchase a 2 bedroom, 1 bath under 1,000 feet, your mortgage is going to be anywhere between 3,800 to 5 grand. So you're better off renting than buying. That's why when Donald Trump was president, he had the interest rates damn near some people on first time home buyers. It was damn near at zero. That's
Right.
why you had that great migration to where people were moving, buying properties elsewhere, getting the hell out of California, and you had the snowbird inflection in Florida. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
it was easy to buy. But now with the Bidenomics, interest rates is so high right now, man, you better off staying where you at, because if
Mhm.
you move, it's gonna be impossible to find a place to stay, a decent place to stay. Not only that, you'll be lucky if you can afford to rent where it's at, because since with these immigrants have their own form of housing, their own form of Section 8, and their own form of government housing, and they're paying top dollar. Like I said, a 1 bedroom out here would cost you 2,200. That immigrant is gonna pay. I mean, the immigrant voucher is gonna pay 2,500, damn near 3 grand.
That's
So a lot
crazy.
of renters and a lot of renters and a lot of property managers, they're taking that immigrant voucher over American voucher because they paying more. So that's where we're in a situation right now, to where I say the 50-50 ain't gonna work, because the man, he's gonna have to do more. You know what I mean? He's gonna have to do more and put out more, because he's able to
Hold on, you
sustain
say
that
y'all
burden.
getting washed out by the vouchers? They going
Man, we
anywhere from
getting
2,500 to 3,000?
dude, it's like, I'm gonna tell you something. I have a lady friend who's in the medical industry, and she tell me ever since they gave these Hispanics free healthcare, the American side the line is going around the corner. But the Hispanic side, they getting done like that, because the American side, the government only gave 15 million. The Hispanic side got 500 million for Medicare. So they're giving them everything, and they're giving them the fucking leap board to dive off into this economy and win. And here we Americans, we are in here struggling, trying to get it all together. That's why the majority of the homeless population in California is black. You know what I mean? How these immigrants coming over here, fresh over the border, can't speak the fucking language, but got food, housing, and resources. Come on, bro. You know what I mean? It's systematic. So that's why I said we men are going to have to work harder to sustain and protect our families. And if we lucky enough to have a spouse that could contribute, that's a blessing in disguise. But you got to understand, there's a lot of women out here that's not producing. We may have these independent females, but how many of that? So you have to you have to get an asset and not a liability. And if you have an asset that's willing to contribute, man, you're going to succeed. But if you have a liability that's too busy trying to live her best life and live her dreams, and not only that, conflict with yours, You have a competitor, not only you have a competitor and not a companion. You know what I'm saying? So
And
that's
see,
why I
that
say it's
leads
different.
me, and that leads me back to what I believe the scenario when you think about your man Drake having identity crises and shit. He was probably a son husband for some point, at some point for that small hat mom that he got.
Isn't he the only child?
It is my understanding.
There you
That is
go.
my understanding.
That's your answer right there.
So now we're dealing with, and see, we got to understand a lot of these moms, they always get they lick back through the son. They get they lick back through the son, and they don't care who gotta get hit, long as they get they lick. So, listen, the way she looks at it, because of the black father did whatever it was, whatever their scenario is, she now looks at her son. Okay, let me weaponize him, and I don't care what you do to any of them black folks out there. Right? I don't care what you do to any of them. Long as you get a lick for me on any of them. Right? So now you think about you start talking about the mental issues that Drake may have, being a tragic mulatto, being a tragically mulattoed. Right? You start thinking about the issues, the mental impact throughout his life. I don't know what I couldn't even imagine what that looked like, having cooked in some of these big compounds, small hat compounds that I cook in from time to time. And then you got one tragic mulatto running around amongst all the other little mini small hats. They already wild in there. They be throwing each other all over the place and doing all type of, you know. But now you put the tragic mulatto in there. Man, listen. Let me you get shit like this, and I might have I played it before. I think Cat saw, but I played it before. Bear with me for a second, family. I wanted to touch on this real quick, and then we're gonna resume tragic mulatto. What you are looking at, ladies and gentlemen, is nearly 5 generations of Black American men. Okay. 5 generations of Black American men. I don't know what the parenting looked like in that household, but somebody decided to dip in some vanilla a little bit, because you got that one baby. That little baby is a little light skin. Little light, somebody was dipping. Somebody wanted to go ahead and say, you know what? I love who I love. Okay. The question becomes now to the family in the chat and to you, Twiz, because my brother Negro had to step out real quick for a second. The question comes now. Are parents prioritizing themselves over their children, having a great understanding of how the world sees colorism? Are parents willingly setting their children up for a lifetime of trauma, inevitable trauma?
Unwillingly guess. Unwillingly guess, because you gotta understand, you don't have children, Chef, but I do. Every parent try to raise their child better than what they've been through. You know what I'm saying? So they gonna raise their child in a way to where they don't have to go through that, but yet they also gonna raise them in the way they was raised. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to the tragic mulatto, if the mother is white, the child's gonna have the disdain for the father because the father is black. And that's how it is. Like I said, it comes through the mother. All depends who the mother is. You know what I'm saying? You hear me, sure?
Indeed, I hear you. I hear you, and I'm looking at this situation, man. Should we, you know, a lot of cats are saying the trauma and the way that Drake conducts himself, these are things that he had to deal with as a child, so he's kind of acting out as an adult. Does he deserve a pass?
No. Men don't deserve no sympathy.
Oh, come on, man.
We don't, dude. You know what I mean? For the simple fact we are accountable for our actions. Sometimes the best way to learn is the hard way. You know, he's a man, bro. So therefore, if he's in his emotions, he's all about he's wrong already because at the end of the day, who cares? Who care about you, chef? Nobody. Who care about me? Nobody. I mean, I'm happy with that. I accept that because my eyes is at the prize and I'm looking at the light at the end of the tunnel. So I can't really worry about nothing else at the end of the day. You know what I mean? If somebody's with me, hey, I appreciate that. If you down with me, I appreciate that. And I take care of you when I get to the destination. But at the end of the day, that's why it can never be 50-50 because as a man, your work is always going to be harder and you're going to always going to have to take up on the burden. As they said, if you and your woman is in the house and somebody breaking y'all house, who got to get up and go defend that motherfucker? Who got to get up and go protect it? You know what I'm saying? Therefore, when it come time for need, if y'all lost y'all place and y'all got evicted, who gonna have to be the provider to go out there and provide shelter, room and board, and all of that? You know what I mean? It's a whole nother position and it's a whole nother role and it's a whole nother lives as those men that we live in that we have to play. So it can never be 50-50. Now I'm not saying that one person is doing more than the other, but hey, we're men, bro. What they say our lives is to work hard, to work this barren land to our dying day. So that's what we have to do. And I'm happy with that. I love working. I don't have no problem with working. I love being a producer. I love taking nothing and turning it into something. That's the whole thing about being a man. And that's how you establish power. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm about. So some people don't want to do that. Like they say, jumping off the porch. Some people don't want to jump off the porch. Some people want to stay on. So that's where you got the son husbands. That's where you got the house husbands now. Stay at home dads. They don't want to jump off the porch and be men.
Well,
So that's where that's at.
salute to Sister Star because she's saying this shitty ass economy is bringing folks back together. Yeah, you know, reluctantly,
it's
some
forcing
cats,
it's forcing folks back together.
you know, reluctantly, some cats is like, you know what, God damn it, I'll deal with you a little bit longer, you know. But see, now you got chicks. You know, it's been a lot of hobo females for a while, yeah, and niggas is hobos. They dicking down a lot of wide backs to keep a roof over their head. And then you got a lot of Instagram models throwing them legs up because uh, uh, the people who see the profile ain't equating to no finances. So these chicks is dealing with real situations out here. Listen, I say, yo, you do what you gotta do to survive in these streets, man. Keep whatever part of your dignity that you can keep intact. But if you got to bust it open for, one or two more times, to get shelter, for a month, you got to do what you got to do out here in the streets. Because, again, the cost, the wages have not caught up to the cost of living right now. So I understand what some of y'all got to do. A lot of folks got side hustles to the side hustles to the side hustle. That's just a fact right now. Right? You ain't got at least 4 different ways to make some paper. You're not breaking even. At least breaking even. Right? I'm not saying coming up. I'm saying breaking even. Right? Because again, we're not seeing this shit go the other direction, y'all. It's intentional. Right? A lot of these corporations are buying up homes. Right? Turning them to communities, all type of shit, so they can charge you what you would normally pay for a mortgage, but they're charging you that shit for rent because they know that you make just enough to potentially be a homeowner, right? But you're not making enough to take that 7 to 8% risk right now.
Not only that, and this is going to be the new form of discrimination that's going to come y'all way because this is what they doing out here. Whenever it come down to renting, they want you to make 3 times as much as your rent gonna be.
That's a
So
fact.
if your rent is 1,500, they want you to be making at least 4,500 to 5,000 a month to rent that place. And not only that, they're going to check your credit, and not only that, they're going to check your references. and one of those don't match, they can deny you from the place. But when them illegals come in, they don't have neither one of the three. They don't have a history of credit. They don't have no references. You know what I'm saying? They don't have no past residency. So they're getting these places. So that's going to be the new form of discrimination that's going to come your way, and you got to prepare yourself for that.
Well, peep it, Twist. Those vouchers are the remix version of Section 8.
Yes, yes. And you don't hear nothing about it. You don't hear nothing about it, but yet, just as soon as they find a place, they get it just like that. And not only that, Chef, when you was out here, remember those East Bay Hills? They
Yeah, most
infested with Hispanics, bro. Those are $1 million homes, and they moving them Hispanics in there right now, bro. When we ride through the hills, you gonna see nothing but the motherfuckers walking through looking like they fresh over from Chile with their little hats on and everything, bro. You'd be like, God damn.
Are the white folks moving out like they did
That was
when
that
we
great
moved in?
migration. Yeah, that was that great migration. They moved the hell out. That's why all the white people on the West Coast, they moved to Idaho, Montana, you know what I'm saying? Boise, they moved all out there because they saw these immigrants coming in and they saw that they was taking over everything. You know what I'm saying? That's why you had that great mass migration. They went to Arizona, Texas, Florida. They got the fuck up out of here to get away from these immigrants because California, it's over with. California's falling. You know what I mean? If you don't speak Spanish out here, you're not going to be able to get no job. You're not going to be able to receive any resources. Not only that, you're not going to be able to function socially out here because everything Hispanic, they're catering to them and they're forcing people. They don't even have to speak English no more. You know what I mean? You go through here. I remember how we traveled the network. Now I think English, blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? If you don't communicate, they look at you like you crazy. So what else do you have? That's why it's
Yeah.
good that Vader is building that app, so therefore we can network and start doing business with each other. We don't have to subject ourselves to these motherfucking Guatemalans, Hondurans, or you know what I mean, El Salvadorians. We don't have to deal with none of them motherfuckers. You know what I'm
Well, that's
saying?
a fact. But you know what, brother Twist? I'm gonna get ready to be taking this down, man. I want you to let them know how they can get a hold of you. They cause you the bando god over there now. You the bando god. So listen, let them know how they can get a hold of you. If they gotta see a property or something that got to be slanged. Let them know how they can get a hold of you and do some business with you, man.
Yes, yes. Get that being my header, man. You see it there. Blackfire Capital LLC. It's all about real estate investing and wholesaling. We like buying ugly properties that's off market. If it's something, hey, if there's something there, it's something in it for both of us. So let's network and keep it all black. Once again, support my brother Vader at his Vader Bass app, the Bass app that's supporting black business. You know what I'm saying? To where we can network amongst each other and build up our nepotism like we was a Hatfield and McCoys with a major ass family. You know, it's time for us to build this and get this together. You know, so hey, shout out to our peoples. Let's get it going and let's keep it popping. Shout
No
out to you,
doubt.
Chef C, and thank you for another Pat Talk.
No doubt, brother Twiz. I'm gonna just get ready to shut this thing down. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank everybody for tapping in with me here today. Ladies and gentlemen, also, if you haven't gone over to check out, and salute to the over 60 plus that's tapped in with us right now. If you haven't gone over to my website to check out some of the merch, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and do that. Check it out for yourselves. Cop your merch. Black America Heritage Flag, Converses, limited edition Jones, right? Or you can get your Black American Heritage Flag aprons, ladies and gentlemen. Very fly. Visit FromTheSoil.tv to go ahead and cop yours. All right, that put on section, we got it for you. But ladies and gentlemen, we are looking at a different situation here. Mental illness can be contributed in many different ways. The son husband has no savior when you deal with a mentally unstable mother. Drake, in this case, ladies and gentlemen, could potentially be a victim of his environment. That's more. We're going to check that out at a later time. But I want to thank everybody for tapping in with me here today. And if you're catching a replay, ladies and gentlemen, don't hesitate to support the program. $FTS49 $FTS49. And I want to salute the entire family that's been here rocking with me for this edition of Pat Talk number 21. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, in a system of white degeneracy, you stand for nothing, you fall for anything. My name is Chef C, and I'm out.